What is up, world? What is up, world? What is up, world? You are in tune to the Cowboys Global Cast. You got your host here, man. Myself and my girl Autumn. Autumn Aries. What's popping, Autumn? How you?
What's going on? I'm happy to be here.
Yeah, man. I'm happy that we are back. The Cowboys Global Cast is back and we are doing our thing. Listen, we got to take care of some business. Make sure that you like and subscribe, like and subscribe. Like us on Facebook, subscribe on YouTube and Twitch. So when we go live, you'll definitely get the notifications that the Cowboy Global Cast is back in business and we are here. You know what I'm saying? So, Autumn, we got a lot to talk about, a lot to discuss. Of course, the rookie camp had ended a week ago. We went first. That's what we do. We go first. You know what I'm saying? We're America's team, so we gotta go first.
That we are. That we are.
So, again, we got the rookie camp to talk about, and today the topic of discussion is sky's the limit. Why is the sky the limit? Because last year our offense did some amazing things, and we're gonna break down our offense position by position and just talk about it and see what we got, man. If you're down to take that journey with me, let me know.
I'm with it.
All
But I
right.
told you it's a listen. Let me tell y'all something that y'all don't know about me. I'm a diehard Cowboys fan, but you know what I'm saying? I've been a little upset these last couple of. So I talked to Mom and he was like, "Hey, I'm bringing you back on board. We right back. Like I said, sky's the limit because where else can we go at this point?"
Right.
That's
But up. You know what I'm saying? But
all.
up. I will be right back after this, man. We're gonna get this thing started. And we are back. Look, you guys, I want to say something, man. Last year, the Cowboys offense, Autumn, was phenomenal. I mean, phenomenal. You
I
can
saw.
you can argue and you can say whatever you want to say about the team in general, but the offense was fabulous, man. I mean, for real. What'd you think about the offense last year? Just watching the offense.
So, I mean, from what I gathered, just like you said, it was pretty good. We were ranked the number two offense of the league, and in most of the stats that have been presented, we've been pretty high up. I'm always gonna think highly of Dak. I know a lot of people just don't feel how I feel about Dak, but him coming back in his 11 was this his 11th season. I
Mhm.
think I just think again, I think one thing
No,
that
no, no.
you
10.
can say is
Season
sky is
10.
the limit.
Season 10.
Season
Yeah.
10, this is 10 season?
Yeah, it's 10
Okay,
seasons.
okay. So, you know what I mean? He's been around. It's his time. And as long as the pieces come together the way that they should, I think that we'll still be pretty high up there as far as
Absolutely.
concerned.
Absolutely. And to speak to what you were talking about, last year in 2025, the Dallas Cowboys on total offense was 391 yards a game. That's a lot, y'all. The Rams were 394.6. We were 391.9. The New England Patriots was right behind us at 379.4. And then when you look at it and we start to break it down a little bit more, we look at the passing numbers. The Rams were 268 passing yards a game, and they had, some offense, some great offense, great wide receivers in that offense, and I think they had, a couple good running backs. But the Dallas Cowboys were second in passing offense at 266.3, which speaks to again Dakota Rain Prescott. Right behind us were the Detroit Lions, and then of course when we look at team rushing, that's important, right? There's
Mhm.
17 games. Through 17 games, we averaged 125.6 rushing yards a game, and that is literally what one, two, three, four, five, six, seven, eight, ninth in the NFL. That's not bad. It's not bad at all, right? It's
No,
not
not
bad at all.
that. No, no.
Yeah. So when we look at this roster and we look at the offense, we're saying sky is the limit, right? Because if you did that last year, and this was a year where you guys, Javante's first year, um, Tyler Booker's first year, you know what I mean? George Pickens' first year. This was all a lot of them's first year in this system, right? First year under Shoddy. First year, man. This is why sky's the limit, right? So what we want to do, Autumn and I, we want to take the time to break down the roster, right? And we're going to break down the roster, and we're going to start with our quarterback. That's my
But first,
quarterback.
first, I have a question. So about the stats that we were just looking at, those include playoffs too, right? Or is it just
Yeah.
regular season?
Well, no. That includes the playoffs. That's
It includes the
2025
playoffs. So yeah, and we didn't even go to the playoffs. So for us to be that high up, you know what I'm saying? Let's
was
make a point.
was what it was. You know what I'm saying?
You know what I
Was what it
mean?
was. We were on one. We were on one, definitely. So we want to talk about our rooms individually, Autumn, and we're gonna start with our quarterbacks.
Okay.
Dakota Rain Prescott. Now I want you to we're gonna go through the room, and I just want you to give me your grade from 1 to 10. What do you see that room? And then we'll talk individually about Dakota. So 1 to 10, what do you give our quarterback room this year? And I'll let you see what
I'm
the
gonna
roster
give
looks
it.
like.
I what I gathered. I'm gonna give it about. I'm gonna give it about the 7.5 to 8.
Okay.
I'm gonna give it about a 7.5 to 8, and think I say that because we have like this. It's 3 quarterbacks there, but it's like Sam Howell, like he hasn't, like we don't really know what he gonna do. You know what I'm saying? Like we can't really gauge what he got going on. And Joe, I guess he seemed like just a regular old backup, but we know what Dak can do. We know
Listen, man.
what Dak can do.
Joe,
That's how I'm getting this.
yeah, absolutely. And Joe just throws fastballs, man. Let's be clear. Joe is just out there to be a backup. That's what he
Yeah,
is.
he's a functional backup,
He's
basically.
just a backup. And I'm with you on the Sam Howell thing. I mean, he's a journeyman. He's been around. He's been in the league for a couple years. So I mean, hey, Shotty saw something in him that he liked. He brought him in as a free agent, and that's one of our signings. But look here, Dak Prescott last year, 1,135 snaps, 6'2", 238. He's 33 years old. He's going into his 10th year in the league. Dak plays the quarterback position the way you would play the quarterback position. His PFF grade was 86.9, which is 5th in the National Football League. And tell me why, Autumn, I should be excited about Dakota in year 10.
I just feel like, how people, when people come into their year, like year 10 just has to be his year. And no matter what people say, like I know that, he's been injured, he's had injuries, there's been issues, that there were issues in the locker room at some point with people and all of the things. I think Dak stood 10 toes down in exactly what he can do for the Dallas Cowboys. Now, I know that we have this, there's this thought of him not being able to finish. Like there's this thought of him not being able to be clutch, I guess you could say. And in a sense, sometimes I feel like he does have that, a little bit of that to prove, but I think he's gonna be just fine. Like I think this is gonna be the year where he really shut people up.
Yeah, and how much of that is Dak's fault? How much of the defense folding and cracking is Dak's fault?
Exactly. But I'm talking like they're saying, we hear people say he just doesn't he don't complete the passes that he absolutely needs to complete under pressure, I guess you could say. Like he's just not finishing when it all comes down to it. But they talking about him like he Carson Beck or somebody. Like that don't make no sense to me. You know what I'm saying? Like we're talking about Dak here. Like we're not talking about somebody that like y'all act like he completely folds in high pressure situations. That's not always true. And also, why is there always, just to speak to your point, why is there always a high pressure situation? Because we're trying to make up points from what the defense could not stop. So I don't know.
Yeah, no, it totally makes sense. But like I said, he's the fifth rated quarterback in the NFL according to PFF. And I mean, he had another banner year. You know, he had 44. He threw for 4,000 yards last year, right? And him and Pickens are, creating a symbiotic relationship. And of course, as we get ready to move through, I will give this room. I'm giving the quarterback room. You gave it a 7.5. I'm gonna agree with you. I'm gonna give that quarterback room a 7.5. I think, Dak is an 8 by himself, right? But Sam Howell and Joe Milton, those are 5 and 6s. I mean, if 10 is the highest, 1 being the lowest, these guys to me are 5 and 6s. So
Yeah.
that's how I see it. So we go into the running back room. Look in the running back room, and we'll jump here. Our running backs are Javonte Williams. He's had a banner year, rushed for over 1,000 yards last year. I think he was like 5th or 6th in the league in rushing. Definitely, we have Malik Davis as our backup. Jadon Blue as the third. Phil Maffa and Israel. Can you say that? I think is Abataconda. I think that's what it is. But yeah, from Pittsburgh. He's the Pittsburgh running back.
Okay.
I love Izzy coming out of college. I thought he was really, really good. And like I said, like I've always said, Shotty has the type. He like big backs and he cannot lie. You know what I'm saying? That's his type.
He do, don't he?
Yeah, he loves big backs. That's what he does. So talk to me, man, about Javonte Williams. Well, first and foremost, give me what your grade would be for this running back room.
I'm going to, and again, this is just kind of based off of analysis. I'm going to give this room. What am I going to give them? I want them to be. I really want them to be a 9. That's what I want them to be, but I don't think that they are, because that's what we need, right? Like we need some power back there, like, and that's just what's been missing. So I'll say 7.
Yeah. So when I look at it, Javonte rushed, like I said, Javonte rushed for 1,201 yards last year. Dak threw for 4,552. Right. The second leading rusher on our squad only had 250 yards, and that was Malik Davis.
But did Javonte get hurt? Did
No.
he have an injury at some point?
No, he played the whole season.
Who am I thinking about?
Listen, Phil Maffa got hurt, and he was, we were looking at Phil to be a big part of this game. See, what you need in the NFL is 2 running backs, smash and dash.
Yes.
You need smash and dash. Javonte Williams is a little bit of both. We need a dash. We have it on the roster in Jadon Blue. But he's got to be consistent. Here's a guy, Israel I like in that dash as well. Malik Davis came on at the end, like I said, 52 carries, 250 yards, 4.8 a carry. That's not bad. Just didn't get a ton of carries because Javonte Williams got the mother load, 252 carries for 1,201 yards.
Was Jadon Blue? He was a
rookie.
Rookie last year. Okay.
That's awesome. Yeah, and listen, Autumn, five games he played, 38 carries, 129 yards, right? His longest carry was 27 yards.
Yeah.
Miles Sanders had the second highest run at 49, but Miles was gone, We got him on about it here.
Out of there, right?
He was long in the tooth. But again, you're looking at Malik Davis, you're looking at Javonte Williams, 6.5. I mean, Javonte's a 7 for me, a strong 7, which is not it's not a slouch. You're strong 7, but he needs a Robin. You know what I'm saying? Desperately needs a Robin. So I'm with you. I say 6.5. You said 6.
I said 7. I think I said 7, didn't I?
Did you say 7? I'm saying 6.5. I'm right there. I can't. I mean, because like again, when you look at it, Javonte Williams, Malik Davis, Jadon Blue, Phil Maffa, and Israel Abataconda. I hope I'm saying that right. You know, again, you got 4 good ones. We got to see what they're gonna do. I don't know. I don't know at all. So for me,
that gap though is just insane. Like
it's insane. You know what I mean?
I'm like, did he just not get the carries? Like what was going on
With Malik?
Yeah.
So no one in practice separated themselves. So when we're talking about it, you know, Miles Sanders was running back 2. He was RB2. He got hurt. Now that's probably who you're thinking about who got hurt. Miles Sanders got hurt, right? And Miles only ended up playing 4 games, but he was supposed to be the guy, right? He was supposed to be, you know, the dash for us, but he wasn't that. And then Malik Davis came on late in the year, and he played 10 games and got those 52 carries, right? But I mean, shoot, Dak had 53 carries for 177 yards minus sacks. So I mean, you know, I mean, honestly, when you know, I'm looking at it, I'm like, it's not a lot, right? It's not a lot. So we got to get better production. Even though we had a 1,000-yard rusher, we need somebody on this roster who's going to get at least 600. We need somebody who's going to go 600 behind it on him. We desperately need it. So next position we're going to talk about, left wide receiver. Left wide receiver is George Pickens. George Pickens, and we're going to look at let's look at the wide receiver room as a whole, and then we'll break it down. George Pickens, we picked up Valdez Scallon Marquez. So MVS. So it's Marquez Valdez Scallon. I knew it was his name. I'm tripping. And then we picked up Anthony Smith in the draft. Camden Brown was on the squad. Of course, CD Lamb, Jonathan Mingo, which is a big waste of a 3rd-round pick. Trayshawn Holden. Did I say that out loud? I'm sorry. Trayshawn Holden and Jordan Hudson are the other guys. And then in the slot, you got Ryan Flournoy, Cavante Turpin, Tyler Johnson, and Paris Campbell. All right. So, give me your grade on the wide receiver room before we get the individual breakdowns here.
I'm gonna go ahead and just give it an 8.
Ooh, that's high praise. You're giving it an 8. Is it an 8 because of CD and George?
Yes. Yes. I mean, the star power is there. We just got to make sure everybody ain't in their feelings all the time.
Yeah. So okay, let's talk about this. Last year, when we look at stats, last year George Pickens 93 receptions, 137 targets, but he had 1,429 yards, average of 15.4 a catch, 9 touchdowns. He balled out. He balled out. He was insane. He had, like I said, 971 snaps, right? PFF grade 85.9. He was the number 7 wide receiver on PFF. So he had a really, really good year. We'll talk about CD next. CD had 75 catches. He was only targeted 117 times, but he only played 14 games. He was hurt. He missed 3, right? And against Patrick Surtain, which was the guy, he had 7 catches for 74 yards. No touchdowns, but I think that had to do more with the defense. And then when we start turning the ball over, it's a whole other thing, right? Games we should have won. Games we should have won. And I'm not even finna go down that rabbit hole. But he 75 catches, 1,077 yards, 14.4 yards a catch with 3 touchdowns. CD's always gonna have more touchdowns than 3. I mean, come on, let's talk about it. This is CD. This is Sedarius Lamb.
He most definitely should.
Right, that's Sedarius Lamb. So you think he's gonna go through this whole season with just 3 touchdowns again?
No,
absolutely
not. Absolutely not. I think he levels back up to being CD. Like I think from what I was gathering over the very passive watching of the Dallas Cowboys, for me, I did see the hoopla around CD. And he had some moments, like he did, like he had some like real strange, like what is CD doing, like what's wrong with him, like what's going on type of moments. Again, I a lot of that I feel like was back office things, you know what I'm saying? I feel like it was like mental. I feel like it was a lot of mental things going on. So I feel like now that the tide has settled and we're on to the next season, I think CD brings CD star power back.
I think so too.
I can't see him not.
Right. And you know what, Autumn? Let's stop using him on these wide receiver reverses. I don't want to see that no more. I don't want to see him lining up in the backfield running. I don't want to see that no more.
Because what do we have running backs for? Are they thinking that they can't do it? Like, what is his problem?
Like, let's stop that. This is how CD gets hurt, doing those kind of things, right? Let's use him for what he does. He's CD freaking Lamb. Let's line him up. The guy who I'm looking to have a big year this year is Ryan Flournoy. Ryan Flournoy last year, that's what we call it. Flo last year had 40 catches on 56 targets. 475 yards, 11.9 a catch, and 4 touchdowns last year.
Yeah, I'm loving 40 on 56 is.
I'm loving it.
40, you don't see that a whole lot.
I'm loving it.
And I'm wondering, like, I mean, there were only 16
that he didn't
targets that he didn't get. Like,
yeah. Flo, I'm loving it. Like, that to me, it gives me excitement as far as him having a good year this year, Autumn. And like I said, the backups, let's MVS, we put him in. I don't know. Do you expect anything from MVS? I mean, he's a journeyman. He's been on everybody's team. The Steelers, the Chiefs, won the Super Bowl with the Chiefs. Do you expect we're going to get anything out of MVS this year?
Are we going to need to?
I mean, yeah. You want to get. I need at least 500 to 600 yards out of my slot and my fourth wide receiver.
So you don't think we're going to get anything out of him?
I don't know. I mean, MVS hasn't been this high volume dude in a while. He's been the TikTok dancer, and we haven't really got a lot from MVS. So me thinking, I don't know what to think. I'm hopeful.
What would be the other option at this point?
Well, the youngster, I think Trayshawn Holden is going to actually have a step up year too. I think Trayshawn. I mean, every time I see Trayshawn, he's with the wide receiver coaches working. All this summer, you saw him working. You saw him getting better. So I'm expecting to see. And then Trayshawn was a burner out of Oregon. You know what I'm saying? Burner. So I'm expecting to see more. I'm hoping to see more. We'll see what that looks like.
Yeah. So I mean, that's really all we can do is kind of be hopeful, right?
That's all we can do.
That's really all we can do. I mean, And yes, we have data from Trey Sean coming out of Oregon, but again, you don't really know how that's going to um translate over. So we'll see. But I think he's clutch. I watched him. I think he's good. But yeah. Oh boy, Marquez, I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, but look, if you look at his stats, you're like, why did we bring him in? 373 snaps in 2025. He's 6'4", 206, and he's 32 years old. You know what I mean? Like, what are you gonna get at it? Are we gonna get anything out of Jonathan Mingo? You know what do we have these guys around for, right? And then the youngster, he is the youngster to me, our draft pick. He is our Anthony Smith. He is gonna be our wild card because he is a burner. He can fly, right? But will he be able to, actually put up some numbers or get in and cause some damage on the opposing team's defense, right? Um, Let me see here. So CD had 733 snaps in 2025, 6'2", 200. He's 27, 77.6 PFF grade, ranked number 23 as a wide receiver. But that's CD. He was hurt. So the next position, tight end. Let's look at our tight end. It's tight end room. Oh, I gave my grade, right? I gave my grade. I agree with you on the 8 wide receiver.
Okay. Okay.
Um, so the tight ends, we're going to the tight ends. Jake Ferguson, Luke Schoonamaker, Brevin Spanford, Princeton Fat, and Michael Trigg. Okay. So this roster is about to be shaken up um immensely, right?
Mhm.
Schoonamaker is the best blocker out of all of the tight ends, and next would be Brevin Spanford. But Schoonamaker can't catch a cold in a snowstorm barefoot. You know what I mean?
Drop it like it's hot.
Yeah, hey, like listen, like Snoop. That's what he's listening to in his headphones. So and Brevin Spanford, who's 6'7", big target. Princeton Fat, 6'5", big target. But I'm gonna tell you something. I am excited about this Michael Trigg guy,
Right.
man. I
Mm-hmm.
am excited about Michael Trigg. I mean, what do you think? Before I just get all mushy and gushy, you tell me what you think about Michael Trigg.
Trig is a dog. We always Trig is a dog. Like most definitely have to get him in early. Like
Yeah, I'm not. So he's from Miami, Florida. Is a
mm,
Miami, Florida
Tampa.
kid.
Is
Played.
he from Tampa? He from Tampa, I think it said.
You could be right. And then he went to Baylor.
Taylor.
He was at another school before that, but then transferred into Baylor. Because he got dismissed from that football team. But at Baylor, his teammates
Wait a
just
minute, did he? He got dismissed?
yeah, he got dismissed from that
What he
that
do? I don't know.
previous football team. I don't remember. They said it was
I'm gonna have to look at that.
disciplinary. That he got let go. But here's my thing. His teammates from Baylor said he changed. Boy started going Bible study, changed his life, turned his whole life around. All I know is from the tight end position, the boy makes George Pickens type catches. That's all I know. All I know is that he's fast. He's able to get in the seam. He's mean. He will run you over. He doesn't care, and I like it. I like it. He
No, I like
reminds.
when they be putting their bodies out there. They just
Yeah,
yeah.
I'm
He,
not.
it's exciting. Like it's gonna be exciting to see that type of player come into a tight end position with us. Like
Right.
because I mean, have we seen it
No,
lately?
no,
Right. Right.
no.
So
I
yeah.
mean, let me say this. Fergie is a dog. I mean, you can't say nothing when we're talking about Jake Ferguson. Jake Ferguson's a dog. He's old reliable. He's trusty dusty. You know what I mean? But Jake gets hurt. Jake needs to be spelled. He's not the best blocker in line. He's not the best blocker that you would have. Like I said, Schoonmaker and Brevin Spanford are better blockers, but they're not better pass catchers, right? So what do you give this room, Autumn? What do you give the tight end room?
So we got Jay Ferg who be injured. Good, but he be injured. We got Trigg, and we have a couple of blockers. That's what you're telling me?
That's what I'm telling you.
All right, so I'm gonna give it a 5.
Ooh, a 5?
I'm gonna give it a 5, and I'm gonna tell you why. Because again, well, okay, we excited about Trigg, but we ain't seen Trigg on in the NFL. We ain't seen him yet, and we haven't seen him in this scheme. We haven't seen him. We haven't seen I can't really give a full. And especially since I've watched him, but not like that. Now when we get over talking to defense, when I get to talk about Caleb Downs, I'll be able to tell you something. But this guy, I don't know. You know what I mean? You can't. And then if you're saying Jay Ferg be injured, he's great, but that if you're saying, oh, he's great, but he be injured, that to me means it's not necessarily reliable.
Right, but he was injured last year, but he played 17 games. Remember, he didn't hurt himself. He had concussion. He was in concussion protocol twice, right? So when I think about it, Fergie did play 17 games, but and look, he had 82 catches. 102 targets for 600 yards and 8 touchdowns.
So he's good as long as he's good, basically. If all he was facing was concussion protocols, that was it.
That's it.
Okay.
But he was taking large shots. He was getting hit. He was getting mollied. He really was. He was getting mollied. And you need somebody. That's why I like Trigg. You need somebody who can get in and just reliable, has the same type of hands, and that he's a security blanket. But man, if you can't block worth a dang, and we're gonna be in 12 and 11, we're running out of both of them. We need to make, if we're in 12, we need to make it look like we're running if we're gonna pass, and if we're in 11, we gotta make it look like we're passing if we're gonna run. So there's you got to be able to do both, right?
All right. So, I guess the best I could do is bump it up to 6. That's the best I could do. Just again, knowing what I know and what I don't know, I can't give that's all I can do.
And look, I'm Autumn. Don't feel bad because I'm right here with you. I'm right here with you. I give you 6.5.
Okay.
Tight ends. I give you 6.5 on that tight end room, man, and that's just as good as I can get, man. As I'm looking at it, I can't go any further. So let's look at the left tackle room. We've got Tyler Guyton, Nate Thomas, and Pete Scheiser. I like Scheiser. Scheiser's one of those. He's one of those kids who came from an Indian reservation, played at the University of Utah, then ended up playing somewhere else. Where did he graduate from?
Kentucky.
Kentucky. There it is. Yeah. So I like Scheiser a lot, man. I think he's very well spoken. I think he's going to get a chance to play on special teams. But I want to have this kid around. But let's talk about this left tackle room. What do you get a left tackle room?
So, again, based on the knowledge that I have, which is a little limited, but after doing my research, if we did as well as we did offensively last season, and we have some of these guys coming back, and then we got this new guy that you like a whole lot from Kentucky, I'm gonna give it a 7.5.
I like it. I like it. And let me tell you. So Tyler as the starting left tackle. My co-host and friend who hadn't been here in a while, Tom really doesn't have the same passion that I have for Tyler. Not because Tyler is just an Austin kid and I know his father. This isn't that. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
um, what I'm saying about Tyler Guyton is you have to understand Tyler Guyton is just now starting to play this position. Autumn, he's been playing it for 4 years. And if you've been playing a position for 4 years and your basement is starting in the NFL, what the heck your ceiling gonna be?
Exactly.
You know what I mean? So I've looked at his body. His body's transforming this year. He's slender. He looks a lot like Tyron Smith did. You know, when he came back and began to start animalizing people, beast moding people, looks a lot like that. He's done a lot of good work. He had 675 snaps last year in 2025, 6'7", 327, 24 years old. He was the 67th ranked left tackle in the league. I think he's gonna have a better year, a banner year for the Dallas Cowboys this year. And I'm gonna tell you something. I like Nate Thomas. I like Nate Thomas. Nate Thomas was he came in and was a great swing tackle. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
He came in and he did what he was supposed to do. So I like the depth behind Tyler, just in case he got hurt. Because Tyler is another one who got bit by the concussion bug, and then he had a low ankle sprain that kept him out a couple games last year. So I'll give our tackle room because I like Tyler, I like Nate, a 7, strong 7. I like
So
him.
what was your friend, your other co-host, what was his issue with Tyler?
That's his. He doesn't believe in Tyler at the left tackle. He thinks that he believes Tyler has talent, but he hadn't seen it, so he just doesn't believe in Tyler as the left tackle. And
Okay.
Tyler has had some penalties. I mean, it was what it was. He stopped some drives. I ain't gonna lie. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna sit up in here and lie.
Right.
But at the same time, he's a beast and he's a baby. He's just learning this position. You know what I mean? And if what's his name? Landon, the guy from Philadelphia who played their left tackle, their right tackle, excuse me. He just rants and raves about Tyler because they both came from Oklahoma, and he's
Oh,
saying
okay.
that Tyler's gonna be the truth, and I believe it. I believe it in my heart of hearts that Tyler's gonna be the truth. So I mean, it is what it is.
Well,
I
I'm gonna
get
have to believe it too, friend. I'm gonna have to believe it too.
it.
So Tyler, I got my eye on you, buddy.
We got eyes on you, Tyler. We love you. We got eyes
I
on
got
you,
my
though.
eye on you.
So, man, look. So when we look in the left guard room, Tyler Smith, Trevor Keegan, and DJ Winfield, one of our draft picks there, or was he a draft? No. He was a free agent. So talk to me about this room. Listen, when I think about this room at left guard, Tyler Smith, to me, is one of the better guards in this league. But you tell me, what's your grade?
What would my grade be? I'm gonna have to go with the same 7.
Mm,
I'm gonna have to go with the same 7 again, and I'm literally basing this off of how well we did overall offensively last year, because what I do know for a fact is it takes an offensive line. Like,
absolutely.
and I don't think people really truly like understand that it's not always the quarterback, it's not always the running back, it's not always whoever is catching the ball. Like, if they made this happen, if they made number 2 have made us get up to number 2, and we have the right people there, I'm gonna give it a 7 until I actually set my eyes on exactly what's going on when the season starts. So I'm gonna give him a 7 right now.
I like the 7. I like the 7. Um, Tyler Smith to me is an 8 by himself.
By
He's an
himself.
8. 73.5 PFF grade, ranked number 14 in the NFL. 1,184 snaps. He had a whole bunch of snaps. He was durable. He was on the field for most of the year. You can rely on him. That's a guy.
Yeah, it
And
seems he a tone setter. Like he put it out there.
yeah, I like his roughness. I like the way that his aggressiveness. I love it. So I mean, that's a guy for me, man. So when we look at center, our center is Cooper BB, Matt Hennessy is the free agent that we brought in, and Nick Everett. I love what we did in the offseason by bringing in Matt Hennessy. Absolutely
Yeah,
freaking
he's been
love it.
around a while, right?
Yes, he has. Yes, he has. But Cooper BB is another one who I absolutely love. Give me your rankings. Uh,
Yeah. So I saw that that Matt Hennessy is pretty much a veteran. He's been around a while. Um, I'm gonna get a whole offensive line of 7.
I'm talking about with the centers. Let's talk to the
Yeah,
centers.
I mean they're a part of that.
You,
You
so
know,
you just gonna
I'm
blanket these
gonna give
guys.
it a 7 across the board.
You gonna get. So look, let's check this out. Um, Cooper Beebe himself, who is the starter. Let me see what is going. Oh, all right. Cooper Beebe, 782 snaps, 6'4", 335, 25. He's ranked number 50 at the center, right? That's a guy who I absolutely love his feet. I love his aggressiveness. He is a dog. And then you got Matt Hennessy with 262 snaps, 6'3", 307, 29. He didn't get enough to get a ranking, but 71.8 as far as his grade was concerned. That's what I'm talking about. I love this room. I love this room. I get this
It
room an
feels
8.
solid. It feels pretty solid to me. I mean, you got a young guy, you got a veteran. They play off each other. That's fine.
Yeah, I give this room an 8. This is one of our
Give him
stronger
an
rooms.
8.
Yes, I give this room an 8. It's one of our stronger rooms. Tyler, I gave an 8 by itself, but Trevor Keegan and DJ Winfield, I can't really. So they do get a 7. And Tyler Guyton them, that room's strong, so they'll get a 7. But Cooper Beebe, our centers, Matt Hennessy, and then Nick Leverett, definitely they get an 8. The next room for me, Tyler Booker, TJ Bass, Marcellus Johnson at that right guard position. What you give that right guard position? You're giving it a 7 as well?
I mean, because I'm gonna have to.
Mm.
I honestly don't know much about him. I'm feeding off of you for this right side.
Let me tell you something. One of the best right sides in pro football. Tyler
So
Booker.
what, you giving him a 9?
I'm giving him an 8.
You giving him an 8? Okay.
This is another strong room. Tyler Booker, 1,076 snaps, 6'5", 325. He's only 22 years old. 72 on his PFF grade, which was 19th, right? And he's just a mauler. Once he gets a hold of you, you might well just start crying to your mama. You know what I'm saying? It just is what it is. Trevor Keegan, another guard that we brought in. He only had 18 snaps last year, but I will say this: he is somebody who can inside block well and reach block well. That's what we do. We do a lot of it, right?
But hold on. The first guy you said was Tyler Smith?
No, Tyler Booker.
Booker. Oh, okay. All right.
Yeah. We got Tyler Smith,
right, it's 2 of them.
Tyler Guyton, Tyler Booker.
Right.
3 Tylers. Yeah. She's like, wait a minute. Wait,
I'm like, wait, he said Tyler who?
There's a lot of Tylers. It's just a lot of Tylers. And then, again, those are the guys in that room to me that I absolutely love. And of course, you brought in, Marcellus Johnson at right tackle. Oh my God. At right tackle in this room. I'm sorry, you had to see my face.
I'm like, is it bad? Is it that bad?
Terrence Steele, Drew Shelton, and a Johnny Cornelius. All right.
Why you got Drew Shelton in pink? What?
Or Drew Shelton's our draft pick.
Oh, is
Um,
that why he's pink? That's why he's highlighted in pink.
mm-hmm.
Oh.
Either draft pick at right tackle. Um, where do you get this from?
Please straighten up your face. I am weak. What am I supposed to give it after that?
I can't, this room, man. Listen.
So wait a minute. So you're telling me
Terrence Steele.
that we got 7s and 8s.
Yes.
And then we coming in at like a 4?
Not a 4. I'm not. I ain't
Oh.
saying 4, but I mean, listen. I can say this: we drafted Drew Shelton.
Bring me up to speed, because what is going on?
We drafted Drew Shelton to put
Right.
Terrence Steele on notice. Terrence Steele was a undrafted free agent who became a starter, but he's been decent. I mean, he was ranked number 51. He had a 63.6. 63.6. And then his win rate was horrible, 146. Listen, all of the pressures that this man gave up, he can't get over a 6 from me, right? He can't get over a 6 from me. We poured a lot of money into him. We paid him a lot of money. I don't understand it. But hey, man, I mean, if there was anybody I wanted to replace on this line, it's Terrence Steele, right? And that's why I think, we drafted Drew Shelton to be able to do it. This is the only 6.5 on the line that we got, unfortunately.
And so
To
how
me,
you feel about that third person that was there? Go back to it. Cornelius.
a Johnny Cornelius. I don't know much about a Johnny, man. Let me see here. I don't know much about a Johnny. I'd have to go back and check him out. All I can tell you is I know that Drew Shelton's gonna push Terrence Steele. I know that for a fact. That he was drafted to come for Terrence Steele's job. Period, point blank. There's no ifs, ands, and buts about it. And I mean, honestly, I mean, look, man, Terrence, man. Terrence, man. If he gave up the most precious to me, when we started talking about him, he gave up the most precious. And I mean, Drew is 6'5", 306 from Penn State. He played with your guy, man. He played with the big boy over there who everybody fell in love with at guard, right? He was the opposite side tackle. And they were all that Penn State had, right? I like him. I believe in him, but he still couldn't go any higher than a 6 for me. And Terrence Steele is only a 6.5. If Dak has to really get rid of, if there's something coming from his side, he either has to step up in the pocket or he has to check down fast because of Terrence.
Right.
Because of freaking Terrence Steele. So when it comes down for Terrence Steele, I got no love, man. I got no love. And I apologize for feeling this way. You know what I'm saying?
Why? I mean, why do you apologize? It is what it is.
Apologize for feeling this way because I want to like him. And he's from Southwest Texas. Well, from Texas State. He played down here in San Marcos. I want to like him. I really do want to like him. I want to like him. It's just, listen, it's not complimentary. It's not complimentary as far as the football is concerned. So that is our offensive line. Last position we got to talk about is Hunter Lemke. Hunter Lemke as the fullback. And I guess we could add him into the running back room. He would lift our running back grade up from a 6.5 to a 7 if we added him to our running back room. Hunter Lemke is a guy who's necessary in offense. I believe that he's a great blocker. He's able to be at H-back, play that H-back position if we need him to. Definitely, gives us the opportunity to run, the long zone or the flex zone runs, and then up the middle. He gives us that too because he's a great blocker. So I like Hunter Lemke. And all in all, if we look at the offense, um, PFF, like I said, gives the whole offense as a whole, the grade is 86. They give us an 86, which is, you know, and that was from last year. They gave us an 86. So I don't know what they would give us this year. We run a lot of 11 personnel, but I'm gonna tell you what I would give us this year.
I
An
was
8.
gonna ask you, where do you feel like we land, like coming back as, or we were the number 2 offense in the league. Where do you think, after all of this, like after what we have now, with the record, where we're sitting now, where do you think we rank?
So you got to understand this about professional guys. They want to feed their family. So they're sitting up there right now doing this. They got the remote in their hand and they watching film on what Shotty likes to do, and they're not gonna be victimized this year, right? I still expect this offense to be top 5.
Top 5.
Top 5. And I give them an 8. And if we get anything, listen, if we get anything from Michael Trigg, MVS, anything, Israel Abadakanda, Jadon Blue, we get anything from those guys, sky's the limit. Like I'm telling you, this offense is. Listen, when I look at it, we got warts, we got some pimples on the offensive side of the ball. Terrence Steele is a pimple. I mean, yeah, we got some pimples.
I mean, it's gonna be somebody.
Yeah, it's gonna be somebody. But best case scenario, stealing for this offense is to get back to number 1 and number 2, because you still of what you got on the outside. George Pickens on one side, CeeDee Lamb on the other. They'll put CeeDee in the slot and put Flo on the outside. And if Flo has a 600-yard year, I'm gonna say this: it's very possible that there's 3,000-yard receivers on this football team this year.
I mean, the way you talking,
it's very possible, right? Very possible. It's very possible. And Fergie's gonna be his guy. He's gonna be who he is, right? Fergie's gonna be solid. He's gonna catch touchdowns in the red zone. We just need to put the ball in the end zone. We need to finish. We got one of the best weapons back there as a kicker in Aubrey. We paid him. You know what I'm saying? We gave him a little change. So again, I need
Jerry opened his pocketbook.
Yeah, we gave him a little change. You know what I'm saying? I mean, he wanted 10 million, but that's just out of you crazy, brother. We're not getting no kickers getting 10 million. This is not happening. But again, like I'm saying to you, if you get anything out of that 3rd and 4th wide receiver, or you get anything out of Michael Trigg on top of the production that you're gonna get from Fergie, listen, man. That's second, first round, but a first offense in the league. I just don't see. I see that people figuring them out a little bit, and I can see us being the 5th ranked offense again. Between 2 and 5. That's where I can see us being.
Yeah, I see where you were saying that we had, we weren't able to finish. So clearly they wasn't doing too great in the red zone. I see we were ranked like 18. That just can't happen.
We have to finish.
We can't do that.
Thomas said they're bringing it. This is Thomas I was telling you about. This is my guy.
Thomas.
They're bringing the whole offense back from last year. Everyone in their prime. Clayton Adams, second year is the OC. There's no reason they shouldn't be better. The only reason why they shouldn't be better, Tom, is the fact that I know Clayton is going to be scheming it up, but like I said, there are pros on the other side who got the clicker and is just sitting around here like, no, they not finna embarrass me. I'm finna go get this money from my family. So,
but you would think that that's what everybody is doing. You know what I'm saying? You would think that would be the mindset of everybody. So if we're just basing it off of that, then you would think everybody is going to be great. But I get your point. I get your point.
You're saying, yeah, I'm Clayton is gonna scheme him up too. Now, don't act like Clayton ain't over here trying to do what he's supposed to do. I believe that wholeheartedly. To Tom's point, I believe that wholeheartedly. Clayton is gonna come back. Shotty's gonna come back with these and have these guys playing. My question, listen, and if I really have it, if I have to boil it down to my biggest thing about this offense, we need running back too.
Yeah, that's what we said earlier.
We need running back too.
We need to figure out who that's going to be.
Malik Davis, you know, ideally I wanted to be Jadon Blue. That's ideally who I wanted to be. But bro, you gotta lock in, man. This is what I loved about Caleb Downs and what he said. He said, you know, I done got to work. I learned the whole playbook. He said, because making it to the NFL wasn't the goal. I wish he was my son. I just wish he was my son at that point. I was like,
yeah, maybe said, I'm here to win, baby. Listen. I come from a culture where we supposed to win every game.
That's what
it is. Lose around these parts.
That's what it is. And when you hear talk like that, that's the kind of thing I want. And I feel like Jadon Blue was just happy to get to the NFL. You know, I mean, he's a 4.39 guy, man. For you need that type of speed. And look, the long reads, the long runs between the tackle and the tight end. On those plays, those stretch plays, we need you, man. We need your speed. We need your resilience. We need you there. We need you there, man. I mean, that's the thing that made Love such a great pro prospect, and I think it's going to make him a good running back in the NFL, is the fact that he had contact balance and the boy could fly.
Yeah. You know what I mean? People talking down on Jeremiah Love, and I don't get it. I don't get it one bit. I don't get it one bit.
Adam, so what is your biggest concern? If I have a biggest concern and it's the running back, what's your biggest concern?
So being that you put this on my radar, it's that guard.
Oh, the tackle.
The tackle. It's that tackle that it's PTSD for me. You know what I'm saying? So like the last thing we need is anybody in that backfield to get hurt. So that tackle got to do what he needs to do. That's gonna be my concern. I don't like no shaky offensive line. I don't like nobody on the offensive line being shaky. Like, we can't do it without y'all.
Right, absolutely.
I mean, you talking about the running back. Like, is he you know what I'm saying? Is he gonna be able to run up that side without some madness? You know what I'm saying? Like, that's gonna be my concern.
I like it, but like I said, if Drew Shelton is able to come in here and push Terrence Steele, then and we have some competition, because again, Drew Shelton, we drafted him, and I think that's what we had in mind, is to push Terrence Steele, and I think Terrence Steele knows that. I mean, because literally he could be a post June 1 cut. We could pick somebody else up to play that tackle position, and that literally could happen, that he's a post June 1 cut. He would save us some money.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
he would definitely save us some bread.
We still got a few weeks to do some.
Yeah.
Jiving.
Yeah, so I'm just saying, he get the high capping. We gone and hey man, your services is no longer needed, brother.
See you on the other side.
See you on the other side.
See you on the other side. Yeah, I just need us to be a cohesive unit and do what we did last year or better on that side of the ball. And it's definitely possible. Like you said, there's a possibility that we got 3 wide receivers that could possibly get 1,000 yards. Like, that would be amazing. I can't hear you on mute.
Yeah, that's a big positive. What we're gonna do, man, we're gonna go ahead and wrap this thing up. We thank you guys for watching and thank you for being a part of the podcast tonight. Make sure that you like and subscribe, like and subscribe, like us on Facebook, subscribe on YouTube and Twitch. So when you go live, you'll definitely get those notifications. We thank you for being here, and we thank everybody for being in the chat. Whoever was in the chat, we appreciate that. Autumn, you have anything to say before we get out of here?
Thank you for having me this first time around. I look forward to doing this every week. Again, I am locked in. I am once again locked in. Everybody, I'm locked in. Everybody that know me, y'all know. Okay, I'm locked in now. Okay.
Yeah,
So
that's what we're
we
talking
gonna
about.
do this.
That's what we're talking about. So Autumn will be a permanent fixture here on the Cowboys Global Cast. We thank you guys for rocking with us. We are out of here.
Peace.
Peace. We'll talk to you guys later.